The Encounter of 2022 event by Colton Dennis. The crowd is cheering. Hello everyone and welcome to another great night for wrestling. I want to welcome you all, because tonight we have a great match coming up in a few minutes, said announcer number 1. That and #039's right, Onyxis will defend her title in a triple threat over the top rope challenge. Could you imagine Onyxis losing her title tonight? Asked announcer number 2. That wouldn't and #039 be good for Blood Rumble, because Hatred Slam already lost their Transcontinental Championship, and the Wild Bowl lost their XY Championship, said announcer number 1. Well, anything is possible, said announcer number 2. Well, I say it and #039's time we head down to the ring. What do you say? Asked announcer number 1. I say it and #039's time to rumble, said announcer number 2 smiling. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a triple threat over the top rope challenge, and is for the ladies championship. Introducing the challengers first. Representing Hatred Slam, Ivy. Next, representing the Wild Bowl, Electric. And their opponent, she is the ladies champion. Representing Blood Rumble, Onyxis, said announce number 3. Onyxis raises the title, then hands it to referee number 1. Referee number 1 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, then goes through the middle of them. Beldings. Ivy runs at Onyxis. Onyxis clotheslines Ivy. Ivy falls onto the mat. She groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Both Electric and Onyxis stare at each other, walk around the ring, then lock up. Onyxis puts a headlock onto Electric. Electric groans, bounces Onyxis off of the ropes, then pushes her. Onyxis bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then shoulder blocks Electric. Electric falls onto the mat. Onyxis bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring, then jumps over Electric. Electric stands up, then goes for a drop kick. Onyxis holds onto the ropes. Electric lands face first onto the mat, then she groans. Oh. Electric landed face first onto the mat. Smart of Onyxis to hold onto the ropes. Electric slowly stands up. Onyxis lifts Electric onto her shoulders. Are we gonna see it this early in the match? Asked announcer number 2. Electric is squirming, then grabs the top rope. Not a smart move by Electric, said announcer number 1. Onyxis tries throwing Electric over the top rope. Electric continues squirming. Lands onto her feet behind Onyxis, then hits her back. Onyxis groans. What a smart move by Electric. Staying alive in this match, said announcer number 1. Electric chops Onyxis and #039's chest. Onyxis groans, then walks towards the corner. Electric continuously kicking Onyxis. Onyxis continuously groaning, then slides down the corner. Electric has overpowered Onyxis, said announcer number 2. You don and #039 Many women do that, said announcer number 1. Electric steps backwards, looks at Onyxis, then turns around. Ivy appears on the top turnbuckle, jumps off of it, then does a crossbody onto Electric. Oh, what a crossbody by Ivy, said announcer number 2. Electric stands up in the corner. Ivy quickly stands up, runs at Electric, then does a jumping corner body splash onto her. Electric groans, then falls onto her knees. Ivy turns around, sees Onyxis standing up in the opposite corner, runs, then goes for a jumping corner body splash onto her. Onyxis quickly moves. Ivy head hits the top turn buckle. She groans, then falls onto the mat. Oh, what a collision with the top turnbuckle, said Announcer number 1. Electric slowly stands up. Onyxis wraps her arms around Electric and #039's waist, then does a belly-to-belly throw onto her. Electric lands onto the mat across the ring. What a belly-to-belly throw that was, said announcer number 2. Ivy slowly stands up. Onyxis wraps her arms around Ivy and #039's waist, then does a German suplex onto Jer. Ivy lands onto the mat across the ring. A German suplex for Ivy, said announcer number 1. I think this and #039'll be over soon, said announcer number 2. I and #039'm thinking the same thing too, said announcer number 1. Onyxis picks Ivy up, then lifts her onto her shoulders. Ivy, if you and #039 feeling wind. It and #039's because you and #039 gonna be sucked into a cyclone, said announcer number 2. Onyxis is smiling. Electric stands up, then chop blocks Onyxis and #039's left leg. Onyxis drops Ivy, then falls onto the mat. What a smart move by Electric, said announcer number 1. Onyxis slowly stands up. Electric dropkicks Onyxis. Onyxis staggers into the corner. Electric stands up, runs at Onyxis, then does a corner clothesline onto her. Onyxis groans, then walks along the ropes. Electric runs, bounces off of the ropes in the opposite side of the ring, then goes to clothesline Onyxis. Onyxis lifts Electric onto her shoulders. Onyxis has Electric on her shoulders again. This might be the end for Electric, said announcer number 2. Electric is squirming onto Onyxis' shoulders. Onyxis throws Electric over the top rope. Electric is holding onto the top rope, then pulls herself up onto the ledge of the ring. Electric almost got eliminated. There, said announcer number 1. Onyxis is kicking Electric. Electric is groaning. Onyxis grabs Electric and #039's head, then picks her up onto the ledge of the ring. Electric moves Onyxis and #039's arms, grabs her head, then hangs her off the top rope. Onyxis gasps, then holds her throat. Electric just hung Onyxis off the top rope, said announcer number 2. Onyxis continues holding her throat, then turns around. Ivy kicks Onyxis and #039's stomach, then sets her up for a double arm underhook. Facebuster. Will Ivy connect with her finisher? Asked announcer number 1. Onyxis is squirming, then lifts Ivy onto her shoulders. Onyxis reversed it. Electric goes through the middle ropes, then runs at Onyxis. Onyxis swings Ivy and #039's legs. Ivy and #039's legs hits Electric and #039's head. Electric falls onto the mat. Oh, Electric gets taken out, said announcer number 2. Onyxis continues holding Ivy, then does a cyclone onto her. Ivy lands onto the mat, she groaning, then rolls away. What a cyclone too. Ivy and Idon and #039 think Onyxis is done yet, said announcer number 1. Electric slowly stands up, then turns around. Onyxis lifts Electric onto her shoulders, then does a cyclone onto her. Electric lands onto the mat, then she groans. This has to be it. All Onyxis has to do is pick Electric up, then throw her over the top rope, said announcer number 2. Onyxis grabs Electric and #039's head, slowly picks her up, then lifts her onto her shoulders again. I believe she and #039's going for it again, said announcer number 1. Onyxis does a cyclone onto Electric again. Electric lands onto the mat, then she groans. A second cyclone. Electric has to be out, said announcer number 2. Onyxis stands up, then smiles. Onyxis is definitely having fun now, said announcer number 1. Onyxis looks down at Electric. Electric is slowly crawling. Onyxis picks Electric up, lifts her onto her shoulders, then does a third cyclone onto her. Electric lands onto the mat, then she goes limp. Electric is definitely out of this. Don and #039. T think she and #039. S even in her body, said announcer number 2. Onyxis standing, then smiles. And quat, that and #039. S it, and quat, yelled Onyxis, picking Electric up, then lifts her onto her shoulders a fourth time. Please Don and #039. T do it again, Onyxis. Electric and #039. S already limp, said announcer number 1. Onyxis walks towards the ropes. Electric grabs the top rope. Electric still has some life, said announcer number 2. Onyxis is struggling with Electric, then throws her over the top rope. Electric is holding onto the top rope. She dangles, then pulls herself up onto the ledge of the ring. Electric was almost gone there, said announcer number 1. I and #039. M surprised she and #039. S still in this thing, said announcer number 2. Onyxis grabs Electric and #039. S head, then pulls her up. Electric moves Onyxis and #039. S arms, then continuously punches her. Onyxis continuously groaning. Electric is taking it to Onyxis. Ivy slowly stands up, sees both Electric and Onyxis punching each other, runs, then pushes Onyxis into Electric. Both Electric and Onyxis collide heads. Electric falls off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Electric has been eliminated, said announcer number 1. I can and #039. T believe that Ivy just pushed Onyxis into Electric. And now Electric and #039. S gone, said announcer number 2. Onyxis is kneeling next to the ropes holding her head, stands up, then turns around. Ivy kicks Onyxis and #039. S stomach, then does a double arm underhook facebuster onto her. And quat, poison Ivy and quat connects. Now, try to eliminate Onyxis, said announcer number 1. Ivy stands up, grabs, picks Onyxis up, leans her against the ropes, then lifts her right leg. I think this will be Ivy and #039. S night. If she and #039. S able to eliminate Onyxis, she becomes a champion, said announcer number 2. Ivy continues, lifting Onyxis and #039. S right leg. Onyxis elbows Ivy and #039. S back. Ivy groans, then lets go of Onyxis and #039. S right leg. Oh no. Onyxis is fighting back. This ain't and #039. T good for Ivy, said announcer number 1. Onyxis pushes Ivy. Ivy falls onto the mat. She stands up, then runs at Onyxis. Onyxis continuously clotheslines Ivy. Ivy continuously groaning the standing up. Onyxis wraps her arms around Ivy and #039. S waist, then does a belly-to-belly throw. Ivy lands onto the mat across the ring. Ivy pulls herself up with the ropes, turns around, then goes to punch Onyxis. Onyxis ducks, wraps her arms around Ivy and #039. S waist again, then does a German suplex onto her. Ivy lands onto the mat across the ring again. Well, it and #039. S only a matter of time now, said announcer number 2. Onyxis stands up, then smiles. I really Don and #039. T like how cocky she is, said announcer number 1. Yeah, same. Here, said announcer number 2. Onyxis looks at Ivy then goes to grab her. The crowd starts chanting Ivy and #039's name. Onyxis looks at the crowd then smiles. And quat. Yeah, and quat, and quat. Come on, and quat. And quat, chant her name, and quat, and quat. Ivy, 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 and quat, yelled Onyxis smiling then laughing. How disrespectful, said announcer number 1. Onyxis picks Ivy up, lifts her onto her shoulders then walks around the ring. This is where Ivy and #039's dream gets crushed, said announcer number 2. Onyxis goes for a cyclone onto Ivy. Ivy lands onto her feet, then leans against the ropes. Onyxis looks at Ivy then runs at her. Ivy pulls down the top rope. Onyxis goes over the top rope then lands onto the floor. Bell dings. Here and #039's your winner and the new ladies champion, Ivy, said announce number 3. Ivy has done the impossible. She has beaten Onyxis for the ladies championship, said announce number 1. Referee number 1 hands the title to Ivy. Ivy stands up then raises the title. The crowd is cheering. I and #039 shocked. Super shocked. At the last moment, Ivy had enough strength to land onto her feet then pull down the top rope, said announcer number 2. And what an ovation by this crowd, said announcer number 1. Ivy is standing on the second rope, raises the title, climbs off of it then turns around. Onyxis clotheslines Ivy. Ivy groans. Oh come on, said announcer number 2. Onyxis is looking at Ivy, at the title, then slides it into the middle of the ring. Onyxis is just a sore loser, said announcer number 1. Onyxis picks Ivy up, lifts her onto her shoulders then does a cyclone onto her. Ivy lands onto the title, she groans then holds her stomach. Oh, what a big fat loser she is. She didn't and #039 have to do that, said announcer number 2. Onyxis rolls underneath the bottom rope then walks up the ramp. The crowd is booing. We want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there. And good night, said announcer number 1. Bye, said announcer number 2 waving. Onyxis is smiling. The crowd continues booing. The end.